Now, officials in the U.S. have been trying to calm fears, but time and again, events have overtaken their assurances. Have a look at what we mean. This was Tom Frieden, the director of the Centers for Disease Control, in August, before the first U.S. infection.
We're confident that we have the facilities here to isolate patients, not only at the highly advanced ones like the one at Emory, but really at virtually every major hospital in the U.S.
On September 30th, Thomas Duncan tested positive in Dallas. Governor Rick Perry said this.
This case is serious. Rest assured that our system is working as it should.
And there was reassurance from the White House.
Every hospital in this country has the capability to isolate a patient, take the measures, put them in place to ensure that any suspected case is immediately isolated and the follow-up steps that have been mentioned are immediately taken.
But healthcare workers weren't so sure.
We want to make sure that we have the correct equipment, right, the protective equipment to protect both our patients and ourselves.
Do you have hazmat suits available to you now?
Not that I know of.
Duncan died October 8th. 4 days later, nurse Nina Pham got sick. Federal officials were now discovering what healthcare workers had warned about.
The proof of the pudding, the training was not adequate. It was not adequate. The training was not adequate. We've got to make sure the training is adequate.
The director of the CDC, who in August said he was confident, said this yesterday.
We could have sent a more robust hospital infection control team and been more hands-on with the hospital from day one. I wish we had put a team like this on the ground the day the first patient was diagnosed. That might have prevented this infection.
I cannot believe the National Institute of Health has just classified 2/3 of our products as insufficient to their new standards in handling Ebola patients.
This has decreased our sales revenues in Q2 and Q3 by 40%, and we have products just sitting in warehouses collecting dust.
Fortunately, our products are still applicable on the hot zone.
But we can't get them shipped in a timely manner, and Doctors Without Borders is looking for donated equipment rather than paying for it.
That would be great for goodwill and our public image, but none of that would be recorded as our revenue. We had a very bad Q3, and
yeah, our IPO is just looking worse and worse by the day for next year. I just don't see this happening.
Yeah, I've got kids and twins. They're heading to college next year, and I'm just making not too little for scholarship, but not enough to pay them for school. Even my dog doesn't like me. I need to get this IPO through. I need to get my bonus. Otherwise, my wife will leave me. Is there any way we can avoid repeating the poor performance in Q3 and Q4?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we actually could fulfill all of orders to existing clients at their maximum value and record all the shipments to revenues.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. People will return stuff. But that won't be until next year when our financial statement issued.
Yeah, that's true.
Customers, what happens if they throw the products away? Wouldn't that mean our receivables would just be sitting until next year, and there's something wrong about that?
These companies, the medical companies and hospitals, would generally just pay any bill you throw at them. We'll be fine.
Who are our top 5 clients? Let's get some products shipped.
I'll go pull the list.
Do we have any software expense that we can capitalize from recent year?
What software are you talking about? We haven't implemented any software since Q4 of 2013.
Remember, we used to capitalize some R&D softwares. That's according to GAAP. That's perfectly legal. I think we would just generate some new development patches, and we can capitalize on them. Ling, how much do you think we can capitalize from R&D's current expenses on through those new patches that's only going to be on paper?
Well, I think about 20 millions.
20 millions?
Yeah.
That's good enough. Let's do it.
I think we're doing this wrong, guys.
That'll just get us for EPS.
Well, that moved our EPS from 10 cents to 15. But for us to meet the analyst of 20 cents per share, we still need a boost.
Okay, I really need this IPO to go through. I've been working for the past 15 years on this project, and I really need to get back to the Bahamas.
I already lost 2 millions in Macau this year, and people are getting to want their money back.
I know a company, my cousin. He's making the material for the suits that we're producing.
Okay.
His startup's been doing really well this year. Do we have enough on hand to buy him out?
How much do you think that will cost us?
Probably around 200 million, give or take.
That's a huge outset for your cousin.
By spending this 200 million, we'll be able to bring in 50 million into our accounts through some techniques you and I know about.
Yeah, Alex, I think I know what you're talking about. We can let your cousin move some of their revenue on the balance sheet as deferred revenue. They've been doing pretty well in selling stuff in the past year. Then after we acquire them, we're going to consolidate the books. We'll be the major stockholder, and we do the consolidated financial statement. And that will be the point we're able to determine that those revenue are actually earned. And that will give us a boost like 50 million as long as we can let them move those to their balance sheet.
Gotcha. That'll get us back in line.
Yeah, that'll get us back into the positive, and our EPS will be in line with the annual predictions.
This is wrong, guys.
Hello? Yes, this is Donald from Metco. I think you guys might want to come down here, and there's something you guys might need to look at.